So hello everybody, I'm back after a million years. That's a joke, by the way. It has been like 1 week or something. I don't know. I can't keep track of time. Anyways, I'm going to use this or take this beautiful opportunity to show you guys how to create a program that will make your friends think that you're a hacker, even though you've only written 4 lines of code. Now it's three. Right. So, what you see in front of you is well, code. Wow, great. Who would have thought? Yeah. Anyways, basically what this program does, I'm not going to go into detail because this video is not actually about the code. It's about how to turn a Python script like this useful thing, useless thing, not useful, it's not useful, into a an executable. An executable file that you can run on the command line, or if you have, let's say, a Kinter interface or whatever, a PyQt or whatever what library was called, GUI interface, you can yeah, run it basically as an executable file. And those who don't own or don't have Python installed on their machines, they can also run these files. Right, so basically packaging for users. So we have this program, and it basically prints a random integer from yeah, 10,000 to 99999. I'm not going to bother actually saying the number. Anyways, and it makes you look like a badass. It basically does. Except it's not green. The text is not green, and the background is not black, right? So how do we fix that? Well, we can use the command line. The command line, let me show you. Beautiful. Green text, dark background, beautiful. And if you run this program here, then your friends will be scared forever, and they will call the police immediately after having entered your house. Anyways, so how do we actually turn this stupid Python script into an executable? Wow, that's easy. That's actually really simple. Basically, you open CMD or the command line, and you type in pip install pyinstaller, right? And well, it might take a little bit longer for you, but for me it doesn't actually take that long because I've already installed this module, I guess, or this package. And if you get an error, then there might be multiple reasons. But if one of those reasons are, but if I guess if the reason why this doesn't work on your machine is because you didn't pay attention in my video about how to install Python correctly, then yeah, your problem, mate. Go watch my Python tutorial or Python install tutorial and reinstall Python because you did not check that one thing. Like click on that one thing. Good explanation. You get it, all right? You will get it when you watch that video. Basically, if you install Python, there's like that little checker thingy, and it says like, do you want to add pip or not pip to your path to your computer path or whatever, and you probably didn't like click on it. Not my problem. No, you can watch that video. If it isn't that problem, if yeah, it's another problem and it doesn't say like, yeah, pip is not installed on your computer or whatever, then yeah, you're out of luck. Anyways, shift right click on this folder. Well, you should have a folder. Just put the Python file into that folder. Shift right click and you should go down to PowerShell or open PowerShell window here, and you have this command prompt thing, but it's not actually CMD, it's something else for some reason. Anyways, so what do you do? Well, there are multiple ways to do this, to turn a Python file into an executable, and there are multiple things you can customize. One of the things is whether or not you want only one file, one executable file, or if you want multiple files. So how do I explain this? I guess the only way that I can explain this is just by showing you what it means, I guess, because technically both of these ways of doing it, you know, uh, gives you a bunch of files, but most of them are redundant, so you can delete them. Anyways, I'm just gonna move on. Basically, what you do is py installer, and then the most simple form of doing this is just basically yeet.py. And then if you click enter or press enter, then it will compile, and then you'll have an exe file, right? But let's say you only want one exe file or one executable file, not a lot of other mess. Then you can do this: one file, two dashes, one file, and then write your file name, g.py, and then you can click enter again, or press enter. Um, you can also set it to be without the command prompt. Of course, in this case, it wouldn't actually be very smart because we need the command prompt to look cool. But yeah, if you have like a Kinter application, then you can use this thing dash and W, and then it will compile or turn into a executable file without a command prompt, right? And then you have this dash I thing. You can use dash I to set the icon. So let's say you have an icon here. Mm, or yeah, right. You basically have to write down the path file or the path to that icon file, that ICO file on your computer. So that's basically what you do with the dash I, right? You need an ICO file. You can make one in GIMP or whatever. I don't care. But in this case, I don't actually care about the icon. It's really simple. What you can just do is, again, just yeet.py and then click enter or press enter. Why do I always say click? I guess both is right. And just wait. It's quite fast. And it creates a lot of files. And now it's done. So then what you need to do is go into dist, go into yeet, and then go down. You've got a lot of files here, as you can see. And at the very end, you see yeet.exe. And then you can click on it and look. Your friends will forever live in fear that somebody will hack their machine, even though the only thing you've done is type 3 lines of code, right? Okay, so this is a lot of junk, and most of the people don't actually understand what all of this is. So we don't actually need all these files, especially for such a simple application or such a simple program. Why? There's no point, right? You're just fooling yourself. So let's just delete everything. Disgusting. Delete it. So let's then just, open another PowerShell Fenster. That's German, yeah. PowerShell window, and just do the same thing. Installer. I can type, believe me. And this time we say dash dash one file. And now it will only create one file, right? Wrong. Damn, that failed. I tried to like mark all of them and then go wrong because that would look cool. Whatever. We don't talk about that here. We don't talk about that here. Anyways, wrong. It doesn't only create one file. But if you go to dist, then you see that only one exe file has been created. So none of that junk, but you still get some junk, I guess. You don't actually need any of this. I mean, I believe you need the PyCache, but you don't actually need the rest. So you can click on yeet.exe and then wait a little and boom. Now your friends are screaming again and telling you to stop hacking the German government. Anyways, so that's how you turn a Python file into an executable. Of course, let's say you have dependencies, other text files that store information for this one program, right? So let's say we have a text file called cool.text file. That is definitely a good file name. No Google Drive, go away. Then obviously it won't work if you put it in, or if you leave it in here. What you need to do is drag it out, put it into yeart, and now it has the same relative paths, I guess, as your Python script, and now it can run correctly. You can also just delete your Python script and wait a little, and boom. Your friends are now jumping out of the window because they think that their life. No, Google Drive, I don't care. That their life is not worth less worthful, useful. Yeah, I can English, believe me. Anyways, your friends are not killing themselves because they think the world is a lie. I'll see you guys in the next video, and then we will actually uh, hack Google, right? Goodbye.